Alright, so today's game is between, well, I'll just turn the fog of war off quickly. Alright, today's game is between RoR, Erahan, over here, playing in blue, so I'll just take view lock off, and playing as the Huns, and we've got his opponent over here, Storm Havoc, playing as Grey, also playing as Huns, which is a pretty fair matchup. So I'll just chuck on view lock, and we'll just have a quick chat before we really get into anything in the game. So, well, what I wanted to say really is, what else do you want to see on the channel at the moment? There is a lot of Arabia, lots of maps like that. Do you want to see like some CS, maybe some deathmatch? Let me know what you think. Also, I wanted to know, did you want me to try and keep the channel updated with Age of Empires news and things like that? Sometimes I do put out bulletins on things like feudal, little tournaments that are going on there, especially AOC zone there as well. So if you want to, I can put up more bulletins about that, and whenever something really big happens like that, or even when the Forgotten Empires live streams were coming on, I could have put a thing up for that. If you're not subscribed to Cision already, I definitely recommend doing it. I'll probably put a link in the description just because, well, he's the father of it at this point, really. So let me know what you want to see, and if there's anything else at all you want to see, like tutorial ideas again, because I'm pretty much out of tutorials at the moment. I might just turn view lock off and we'll just come up here and watch his base for a bit and lumber camp up there, alright? And that's his first boring. So let me know what you think on that. If there's anything else at all that you want on this channel, like even if you want to see a different game for a while, like I'm definitely up for other games. I play a lot of other games, not all RTS either, so I do prefer Age of Empires though, but if it's something like it, I mean, I'm more than happy to put it up. So just let me know what you think on that. I'll just refresh these scores. So I think that's about all I want to say. Just definitely put it in the comments though what you want to see. Alright, so let's get into the game. Over here, what do we have going on? So second boar is in lumber camp, he's up over here. We are on the berry bushes already, and as you can see, he's still got 4 sheep there. As you can see before, he did do some sheep scouting up in this area over there. And down here, as you can see, scouting at his opponent, found the berry bushes, so he knows he'll be in this area here. And as you can see, garrisoning the town centre to try and fight off the scout there. Turn off the fog of war so we can see what's happening over here. So lumber camp over here, which has not been scouted yet. However, he has seen this tree go down there, which means he could have seen it all in all. So as we can see, 2 farms up there, 3rd farm coming up on this side over here, and at this point not really that much going on, except drushing, as you can see here, bringing some militia down and into his opponent's base there. But as you can see over here, scout already in, and just harassing these villagers here with them. I actually hate watching grey on these maps. Nothing against the colour grey, but it just annoys the hell out of me because I can never see what they're doing. You know, get a bit of stealth going. But as we can see down here, he's got a scout up here waiting and 3 militia down here. So he's going to be able to get in a little bit of harassment with them. Not going to be able to kill off any villagers unless Storm Havoc does something really bad. But as you can see, doing... Ooh, that's close. That was very close, actually. But as you can see, forcing them to garrison the town centre and stay off this patch of berries here. So, as you can see as well, these 2 lumber camps here, I don't think this one has been completely walled off. Actually, it looks like it could have been. Can't really tell. As you can see, he's walled off his lumber camps, he's walled off this area here. So he's pretty safe, but as you can see, just trying to get in a little bit of harassment. And now as you can see over here, stable coming up, which means scouts, and scouts means scout rush. As you can see, he's seen this, seen this lumber camp here. So putting this tower up here, going to be able to get a little bit of defense in it, and he's going to be able to use it to try and fight off these spears. As you can see, losing a scout there already to that spear. Spears, of course, being extremely strong. But as you can see, just trying to get a little bit of harassment on these villagers here. Not a lot of harassment going on there. And looks like he's forgotten to take that scout there off stand ground. As you can see, this tower here is already taking quite a bit of damage. And as you can see, this militia is still up here, so he's neglecting the use of these berries down here. And as you can see, moving more into stone, so he's going in for towers, more and more towers. As you can see, more and more scouts being created there. And as you can see, it's just a tower fight at this point to see who can repair their towers faster and keep it garrisoned to the most. As you can see, blue would have the home ground advantage there, but apart from that, not really much. So as we can see, lots of archers and skirmishes being created now, of course being countered by, I can't even see where those scouts have gone, but they can be countered by those scouts. However, the question is, will the scouts end up in the same place? Alright, so the scouts are down here in the base trying to take out this. He's lost 1 there, 1 or 2 there by the looks of it. And as you can see, these towers are still up here slugging it out. Still garrisoned, and still garrisoned. So as we can see, they're fighting through pretty much every age. This is a perfect harassment game. Storm Havoc, however, is up by 100 points, which isn't a lot when it comes down to it, but it is quite a bit. So as we can see, putting a tower up there, smart choice, and a blacksmith going up there, so he's going to be going for the advance soon. Alright, so here we can see, forgot to wall off properly. It's always worth checking, but you never know what can happen. So forcing him out through this side here now by putting this piece of wall up there. Nearly could have trapped him in there, but as you can see, following along with these skirmishes here, this tower up here forcing him to create another lumber camp back down over here, and that's going to cost him 100 wood. And I don't think he's noticed that this tower is about to go down. Either that or he does not have the stone to repair it. He definitely has the stone to repair it, but it's gone down, and he's losing his villagers in here because he can't delete these walls. And nearly lost, there we go, so he's lost all his villagers up in that area. That is not helpful. As you can see, blacksmith there, and it doesn't look like either player is going to castle age yet. As you can see, scouts just ambushing these archers and doing quite a decent job of it. So as we can see, coming in around here now, maybe going to be able to get these skirmishes. So as you can see, going very heavy on archers, so naturally the counters would be skirmishes and scouts. And killing off a villager there. As you can see, running around and now going to try and defend off from this. If he can take this battle here, he will have quite a victory. It looks like Grey is going to take it, especially with that micro. But Blue bringing in some villager reinforcements, that's going to cost Grey that game there. As you can see, the score is only 60 points apart, and we're 23 minutes in. It's quite hectic at this point. There really hasn't been a dull moment thus far. So let's just check, neither player is going to castle age still. They are still in feudal, they've been fighting it out that hard, and as you can see, the pressure is on both players right here. If they try and advance, they're going to lose that 800 food and 200 gold, which could go into creating units to help defend their base. So as we can see, doing some pretty nice micro work there from Storm Havoc, taking a lot out, and as we can see, we'll check out their economies. So we are looking at Erahan now, who is actually the blue player, so I should probably come up over here. He has 17 farmers, 15 lumberjacks, and 12 miners. And we'll jump down to Storm Havoc down here, who has 14 farmers, 3 foragers, 14 lumberjacks, and 5 miners. So as we can see, not going as heavy on the gold there. So what else have we got going on? Lots of skirmishes and archers here. Putting a tower up here, a forward tower, good idea. If he's lucky, he may be able to get onto this gold mine here and keep his opponents off this. As we can see, getting right in now, not watching his scouts closely enough there, getting just too close to the town centre. And putting up this tower here, which is going to do quite a bit of damage to these villagers. As you can see, forcing him off this gold mine here, and these villagers here taking quite a bit of a beating. Right, so here we go, here's the archer army coming through. As you can see, microing it quite well there. And scouts come in from the back, as you can see, to take out those archers. Archers, of course, being a lot more expensive than scouts when you look into it. So, of course, they're costing gold. This tower here is about to come down by the looks of it. Yep, so that tower there is down. As you can see, using his villagers as a very offensive unit up here, keeping these forward villagers busy. However, Erahan has just gone into the castle age, which means he's going to have upgrades to all of his archers, his skirmishers, and as we can see, getting the crossbow upgrade there, he's going to be able to get knights and, of course, cavalry archers. And it looks like he's creating them now. So right now, Havoc's main goal right now should be to advance up. However, it is looking like he's going to be in trouble. As you can see, still creating a few scouts up here, so running low on those resources which he needs. And doing quite a bit of damage to that tower there. By the looks of it, he's got quite a few woodcutters down over there. And putting up a tower here by the looks of it, very smart play. Not going to be able to get that tower up there by the looks of it, losing quite a few villagers there. As you can see, he's also done his upgrades there, so he definitely has more resources available. As you can see, these knights, of course, doing quite a bit of damage to these scouts. Scouts, of course, being extremely underpowered when it comes to knights. So as we can see, trying to wall this up very quickly there. And he hasn't walled in the side of his base. I'm surprised by that. That would have been the first thing I did when I came back through. But as you can see, both players in each other's base here, getting some harassment in. However, Havoc's still not going into the castle age. Remarkably. He's down by that advantage, that technology advantage and that unit advantage. As you can see, able to get out some battering rams here, so he is going to be able to take down these towers. And of course, as you can see here, just getting up close to this house, they can't really do anything. Skirmishes there, of course, to just absorb some of that shock damage. And of course, being used as shock troops, so he can get right in there. And as we can see down here, losing his forward army down here to a bunch of scouts and archers, it shows that you can win a castle age fight with feudal age units if you use the right ones. As we can see, coming in here now, trying to do quite a bit of damage. As you see, these spears here are going to be causing quite a bit of trouble. Barracks coming up back here, but as we see, trying to take out all these skirmishes. Still in feudal age, however. And as we can see, Erahan is getting the advantage from that. He is up by about 400 points right now, 300 now. But he is being able to use all this technology advantage to be able to outdo his opponent at this part. So coming in through this area here again, not trying to come around this way here yet. Still haven't started to bust through here or come in through this side here. Just trying to disrupt this gold mine. Of course, without this gold mine, his opponent won't be able to produce archers, knights, or anything like that when he ages up. Well, archers, of course, can be produced now. No man-at-arms, but as we can see, elite skirmishes there, so he's already got the advantage there. So as we can see, doing quite a bit of damage there. So as we can see, just units and barracks scattered all throughout the map. And we can see here bringing in a battering ram. This is when stuff gets serious. You know your opponent's serious when they bring in a battering ram. However, this, well, skirmish here and, well, all these units here will be aiming for this ram to take it out. Rams, of course, costing, well, being quite costly, honestly. As we can see, bringing in more and more units. And still harassing up over here. So it's not bringing everything back just to take out this army definitely that's assaulting. He's keeping the pressure on using this stable, his forward stable up here. And it doesn't look like he's got any more up in this area. Or at least there aren't that I can see with him being grey. So 40 minutes in and still in feudal age, taking on a castle age opponent. He's done quite well so far. As you can see, lots of stable coming up. So that means when he advances, he's probably going to be going for knights. His opponent has probably realised this and getting the battering ram in there now. What's he going for? Is he going for that tower? Yep, going for that tower there. Very smart idea. And it looks like that tower is going to go down if he can't do anything about it. Especially with all these archers sitting around here. However, they will be taken out by these cavalry. And as we can see, losing that tower there. And more cavalry coming down now. Barracks at 90%, bugger. But as you can see, cavalry just running away now, of course being extremely expensive. But as you can see, trying to take down that ram there, and leaving that stable there, luckily. And as over here, sorry, I'm not going to say as we can see again, but even though I just did, I'm going to try and use something else for a while. But over here, you can see we've got another lumber camp coming up, just because he's exhausted all this wood around his space, which means this is going to be very easily harassable. So as I nearly said it again, I might just have to stay saying I'll get a dictionary and go through it later and decide on what new words we can use for this channel. But as you can see, taking on this cavalry archers down over here with scout cavalry, and of course spears do get the bonus versus scout cavalry as well. As long as it's got a horse in it, really, they'll get the bonus. That's the way I look at it anyway. So, not much going on down here, honestly. He's taking it back up to blue again. Taking the fight right up here. Jeez, those are annoying. I wish I could get rid of them. So that barracks did end up coming up, that's good. And town center up over here now, so that's going to be a lot harder to harass now. Going to have to bring a battering ram with you by the looks of it. So cavalry archers coming down, again going through this front entrance here, as you can see, putting up towers because he knows his opponent's going through this area here. And more coming down, just more and more, just keeping the pressure on. As we can see, coming around the back here finally. It looks like he's going to be able to get in here, however he has noticed this, so he's bringing his scout cavalry up, or brought his scout cavalry up, to try and take them out. And trying to force him off this lumber here. However, this watchtower here is doing quite a bit of damage. So again, just sitting under this watchtower, trying to take out as many villages as he can. And he's finally gone up to castle age there. And as we can see, creating knights with all these stables that he's got available. However, he's not going to be able to do too much against all his cavalry archers yet. And going up to light cavalry there, as you can see as well, getting that big plus on attack, always a good idea there. As you can see, losing a few villages down over here to these cavalry archers. And these cavalry archers in here, but they are getting hit off by this town center, which is quite bad. Knight there going down to archers just because he's completely outmassed. And he does have the upgrades there. He does need to get that last attack upgrade though. And let's have a look. Erahan not going into Imperial age yet. So as we can see, it's quite a hectic game. Neither player has had the ability to go up again. And Havoc over down here has only just gone down into the castle age. So as you can see, it's quite a different gameplay. As you can see, these knights, of course, doing quite a bit of damage, but taking quite a bit of damage because they were quite outmassed. However, now it looks like it's going to be more even, and we are looking at quite a cavalry-heavy game here. As you can see, they're using that hill advantage there. Probably should have tried to use that a little bit more and push that on his opponent. Would have done a lot more damage. So, as you can see, both players are just massing armies at this point, putting more town centers up and continuing to try and boom their economy. If we got any more town centers down here, it looks like we've only got the one for Grey. We've only got the one town center, so he's going to be falling behind there. However, he is on 109 population, whereas his opponent is on 128, so it's not that far out. However, he does have the stone, but not the wood to create another one. So here we go, so going in for another attack now. Bringing in all this cavalry here, quite a bit. However, all these cavalry archers down here are going to be able to do a lot of damage to that economy if they can see it. However, it looks like he's going to be able to get in here and might be able to do a bit of harassment. Well, more than harassment at this point, he's trying to kill villagers, and he's succeeding quite well. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 villages, 7. Maybe 8 there by the looks of it. However, these town centers are acting as very defensive units. Bringing these cavalry archers in, however, they're not going to fare that well. Especially against units that are designed to counter them. As you can see though, pushing himself into this area here, being extremely smart. So basically reducing the surface area that he can get attacked on, as you can see there. So only the ones at the front are getting hurt, so he can't just outmass them, and some knights will be standing behind them, not being able to do anything. So Grey has pushed right back into his base here, as you can see, using all his advantages that he can, and doing as much damage as he can. And that's a mangonel coming in there. And coming back from what he was on was pretty damn good, honestly. So as we can see, town center down over here. Go back and spectate Erahan for a while, so it's going. So as we can see, he's right down here now. He's on this gold mine, and as you can see, splitting around here and going to try and harass these villagers here by the looks of it. Not managing to get one though, but that's bad luck. And as you can see, retreating off there. 130 population compared to 121, so it is a very close game. However, Erahan is up by about 1,200 points, so it must be the economy advantage there. As you can see, only 2 town centers up over here, compared with like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 town centers that I can see. Doesn't mean there's not more. But over here, just getting this bit of harassment in. So just keeping his villagers in here. It's the same as having an idle villager, basically. As you can see, these skirmishes are taking next to no damage, and that battering ram coming in there, going to finish that off there. So again, Grey managing to get into Erahan's base there, and just force him to ring the town bell. Forcing him to ring the town bell is the same as killing off, well, having all those villagers idle, really. Down over here now. So continuing to try and take these guys down over here. As you can see, being extremely smart there and walling off Erahan's gold. I believe that happened quite a while ago, but that's not the point. And town center going down there, that is not good for Erahan. So, not much else really happening at this point, just more and more harassment. Nothing special, but still just pushing very, very hard in there. So as you can see, claiming this gold mine here now, and that mangonel coming in to try and kill off all these skirmishes quite easily. However, it looks like Erahan does have the advantage down here, especially if he gets up on this hill like he's just done there. If this castle comes up though, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Yep, so as you can see, forced to retreat off there. Just watching, so this area is quite well defended now. It's got 2 town centers up there, a castle, so that area there is going to be pretty hard to harass. So it's looking like he's going to have to come in through the way he has been, in straight through here, or around up in there. Those being his best 2 options there. As you can see, moving these units here to counter over here already, so being quite quick, and cavalry archers coming out now. I don't think I noticed them until now. But forcing his villagers to get away from there and stop that wood income, really. Staying over here, so claiming this gold mine here for himself, and any more gold left over here. Erahan not doing too bad on gold, has 801 there. This must be the last one he's got down there. This gold mine here is still to claim, but apart from that, it's pretty much it on the map right now. These cavalry archers, of course, being extremely expensive, even with the Huns' advantage there. So putting up another stable there, and as you can see, attacking with pikemen, not being very helpful. And of course that castle going to be able to drill them down extremely quickly. So we've got a massed army over here of cavalry archers, scouts, knights, and elite skirmishers there. And Erahan going down to, well, light cavalry, so that means he's in trouble. He's starting to run out of resources. Going up to Imperial age there as well, if you didn't notice already. It did make the sound, you could probably see it advancing, but I was too focused on this game. It's too enjoyable. But quite a large army there, and pretty much ready to attack at this stage. Got his rams out, got his army out, and he's just going to be able to continually harass now, because it looks like Erahan is out of gold. It's extremely low right now. Only got access to this little bit here. Naturally he's going to want to be taking this down. I'm putting up a market, so I'm taking he's going to be wanting to trade resources. I can't remember where the market is. Oh, there we go. Doesn't look like he's done too much. But down over here, you can see that Storm Havoc is making a massive push on this side here. Lots of arch units, which means he will be countered by this light cavalry. However, it does look like he's outmassed there, so he will be able to get away with it. And you can see RoR has his rams there, naturally just moving around, trying to soak up all the damage he can while these units here. He may have the heal bonus, but these rams are going to be soaking up quite a bit of damage. And I believe I just heard a trebuchet. Yep, so trying to take out that castle there, and losing that trebuchet there to those scouts. Pushing in pretty hard from this section here. Still up by 600 points though, Erahan is, and just trying to use this castle here as a forward base really. And that trebuchet there is going to be doing quite a bit of damage. He's going to be forced to push off from. It looks like Havoc is outmatched at this point, and as you can see, retreating down there, trying to get back to this castle and defend this trebuchet will definitely be on the agenda there. Where it looks like it is going to go down. Yep, trebuchet down, and it looks like the second one is not going to be for any better. Gone. I was holding my breath for that one. But bringing in some light cavalry here, trying to get some more harassment in. I think they're losing quite a few villages to this. And only up by 400 points now, Erahan, so it is an extremely close game. Both players in Imp. Going through. Cav rams coming out now, so going to be wanting to soak up a lot of that heavy cavalry archer damage. So attacks coming from everywhere at this point. Erahan is starting to get into trouble. However, he is spamming light cavalry there right into his opponent's base here just to get some harassment in. You never know, Havoc might not notice and he might get away with killing off a bunch of these villages. It looks like he's really not that concerned either at this point. Quite a few light cavalry up there too. Doing quite a bit of damage down here. I was expecting him to ring the bell before. However, as you can see, going up to Hussar, which means he's going to have quite an advantage there. What have we got left going on? Ton of light cavalry left up here, rebuilding this castle of course, trying to keep that up. Once that castle goes down, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, and he knows this. Hussars coming in from this side here, as you can see, a lot stronger than the light cavalry. Well, not a lot, but fairly stronger. But going for these gold miners up here, of course, this being an extremely smart idea. Cutting his cut on gold there will put him right down, and it will stop him producing cavalry archers and knights, really. Anything that's really going to be able to do a lot of damage. Using these cavalry archers here is quite an offensive tool, and at this point it's starting to look like it might be just about game. Even though Havoc is down, he's definitely got the land advantage at the moment, definitely got the overall army advantage, and he's doing a lot better, honestly. The scores do lie at this point. So as you can see, just running away there, and trying to kill off these villagers still. Hussar looking like it's going to go down there. Another trebuchet up to try and take down this castle. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to take this trebuchet down that easily. Ton of light cav and cavalry archers there, naturally probably being recalled down to here to try and take out this trebuchet. And blue trying to put up a town centre there, not probably the best place now that there is hussars. Taking out this stable here because he's seen that all these units flooding in here are from over there. This castle looking like it is going to go down. Lots of cavalry archers there from him. And Havoc has finally taken the score lead. He's up by 100 points now. So as you can see, as soon as this castle comes down, it's going to be able to just run in and just cane away at everything. So as you can see, on stand ground there, by the looks of it, always a smart idea with cavalry archers. And he has resigned. As we can see there, he was pretty much done. There was nothing really he could do. Alright, thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and definitely reply to the content I had at the start of the video. That'd be really helpful. Alright, thanks for watching.